What's good, Commanders fans? This is a report from David Aldridge saying that Josh Harris has narrowed down the interview process to two candidates, of course, Adam Peters and Ian Cunningham from the Bears. So I'll read out the tweet from David Aldridge. He says, sources confirm, reporting from Ian Rappaport and Jay Jones 9 that the Commanders have zeroed in on 49ers assistant GM Adam Peters and Bears assistant GM Ian Cunningham for their president of football operations job. Decision within the next few days after second round interviews with each. So there was a report also saying that Adam Peters' interview went into the night. That was from Josina Anderson. She said, I'm told that 49ers assistant general manager Adam Peters' interview with the Commanders a couple of days ago was long and went into the evening per source. Peters is well regarded around the league, with another source saying today he's a great human. So we already know that he has the connection with Bob Myers. They didn't go to UCLA at the same time, but they did attend UCLA. They're both from the same area and whatnot. So there's just a lot of connections there. I do think that Bob Myers was hired to help bring in Adam Peters. I do think this is kind of like a friendly connection here coming on. And I think, honestly, like if it comes down to, I think Josh Harris is going to pick Adam Peters. They're both good candidates. Like, they're both winners. Like, Adam Peters obviously winning with the Niners, winning with the Broncos. Everywhere he's gone, he's been a winner. Ian Cunningham with the Ravens under Ozzie Newsome. With the Eagles, they won a Super Bowl. So many teams that in front office that both of these guys have worked for have won championships and have made Super Bowl appearances. So these guys are highly qualified. So it kind of, to me, I think everybody's all in on Adam Peters. But looking at Ian Cunningham's resume, man, he's got a darn good resume, man. He had a couple good drafts. With the Philadelphia Eagles winning the Super Bowl. You look at the Ravens, their organization under Ozzie Newsome. They've won a ton of games. So, I mean, either one has had a good resume so far, for sure. So, but you look at Adam Peters, he was with the Patriots, the Broncos, assistant director of college scouting with the Broncos, director of college scouting, and the vice president of player personnel with the Niners as well. And then Ian Cunningham, he turned out interviews too. Like with the Titans, he turned out interviews too. So this is big time too, that both these guys accept the interviews and they're taking the time, that they're serious. And it shows that Washington really is an attractive destination with having the second pick of the draft, a bunch of cap space, starting new owner and all that with Josh Harris. So, I mean, a lot of good things that I've saw with Ian Cunningham. 9 seasons with the Ravens, champion with the Eagles, first ever assistant GM with the Bears. He was Ryan Poles' GM assistant GM last year. Now, yes, there were some questionable moves with the Bears. The Bears just fired basically their whole coaching staff except for Matt Eberflus. But, you know, they've made some good moves. I like how the Bears have been aggressive over the past couple of years, trading for DJ Moore, trying to get as much talent for Justin Fields, Cole Kmet, drafting him. They made some good plays. The running back, Khalil Herbert. So they have some good players on that roster for sure. And really have tried to attack that offensive line and make things better for Justin Fields. Even though Justin Fields, he's been, up and down. Is he the guy? There's still big question marks about that. But they've done their best to try to build around the quarterback. And they have been aggressive, which I like that. They traded for Chase Claypool. It didn't work out, but he's a talented receiver. So I do like them being aggressive the past couple of years. And the Eagles, he was there when they drafted Jalen Hurts. They moved on from Carson Wentz. Drafting Dallas Goedert, Miles Sanders, Devontae Smith. Now, he was there when they drafted Jalen Reagor instead of Justin Jefferson. They really blamed that on Howie Roseman. So I'm just talking about the background of Ian Cunningham just to get some familiarity with Ian Cunningham for sure. So there's some good things and some bad. And you can say the same thing with Adam Peters when they traded up for Trey Lance. That was more of John Lynch's decision. So there's been some good and bad with Adam Peters too in his tenure with the 49ers. But like I said, you can't really put that on either one of those guys because, both of these guys were under Adam Peters under John Lynch, Ian Cunningham under Howie Roseman. And I hope that aggressiveness from Howie Roseman. Now, Howie Roseman has made some bad decisions, some good decisions, but as of late, Howie Roseman has been super aggressive, and I like how aggressive Howie Roseman has been, when Ian Cunningham was there with the Eagles. So, but you look at some of the late round draft picks that the Niners have made: George Kittle, DJ Jones, DJ Reed, Dre Greenlaw, Juwan Jennings, Elijah Mitchell, Brock Purdy, Talanoa Hufanga, Juwan Jennings. I already talked about him. So they're saying a lot of the late round picks, day 3, day 4, more of the day 3 picks are more attributed to what Adam Peters has done, and some of the day 1 picks, like the first round picks, are more attributed to Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch, because they've had some misses there with Trey Sermon, Dante Pettis, Solomon Thomas. You know, so those are some of the names. Like Javon Kinlaw hasn't worked out, but to make a long story short, man, they're two very, very qualified candidates. I would be happy with either. Or I think there was a tweet from JP Finlay as well, saying that there's a possibility that both could be in there some way, somehow. I'm trying to find that tweet here, and then I'll wrap it up with you guys. My voice is sounding a lot better, but like I said, it's a toss-up, man. It really is a toss-up between the two. But I think, I'm not going to say an inside job, but I really feel like, what's his name? Adam Peters is going to get it. And I'm not mad about that either. John Com, he already said that he predicted that Adam Peters was going to get it. And it just makes sense because they just have that connection as well. So, JP Finlay says, best news for Commanders fans. Both Cunningham and Peters have told other teams, no, not interested. Now they're both in the running for Washington job. Peters probably the favorite, but they're both in it. They want this job in D.C. This is very different. This is good. So, yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be done. So they were out there in that house in Miami, in Josh Harris's house, having that interview, and I guess it went really, really well. And it went really well. Nick Javon also says the Commanders' second interviews with 49ers GM Adam Peters and Bears GM Ian Cunningham will include limited partners Mitchell Rels, Magic Johnson, and David Blitzer per sources. So, yeah, you guys let me know what you guys think, man. Adam Peters or Ian Cunningham. Like I said, I think either one is a win. And I love the structure that Josh Harris is doing. He's trying to get this done early and quickly. You know, all these coaches getting fired. Now, Mike Vrabel's available. Bill Belichick finally got fired, or they parted ways, but really got fired. Mike Vrabel is available. Nick Saban is available. I'm just joking on that. But, yeah, I mean, there's just so many things going on and so many. Pete Carroll got let go. He got fired. So it's just crazy, all these things going on. So many coaches are available. So there's so many options to choose from. And I did talk about Dan Quinn yesterday. Like I said, he's not my first option. And I think we really will end up with Adam Peters. And I think my guess, too, is Ben Johnson will end up being the head coach here, an offensive-minded head coach, which I would love to see for sure. Young offensive-minded head coach. That's my preference. Adam Peters, I think he's a good talent evaluator. Both of these guys were college scouts, worked their way up, grinded, watching film, watching tape, learning a lot. Like I said, learn from good GMs and front offices, John Lynch, and all just been winners. And that's what you want in a candidate for sure. So, all right, so you guys let me know what you guys think. Hell, Commanders, I think we're going to get a decision by tomorrow because I don't think they want to announce this during the playoffs. I think they're going to announce this on Friday, which is tomorrow. So you guys let me know what you guys think, and then we'll probably get the ball rolling with the head coach search. We just got to wait on guys to either after the Super Bowl or just lose. You know, Mike McDonald, the Ravens have a good chance of making the Super Bowl. The Lions, you never know. They can make it to the NFC Championship. You just never know how things go in the playoffs. So, all right, you guys let me know what you guys think. Hell, the Commanders. Peace.